alert now on a victory for the GOP on Obamacare as a federal judge now sides with House Republicans, ruling the Obama administration is unconstitutionally spending federal money to fund the president's health care law. At issue, billions of dollars paid to insurance companies participating in Obamacare so they can reduce customers' out-of-pocket costs, such as deductibles for low-income people. Also, the judge's decision doesn't immediately go into effect. Joining me now to answer all this, Judge Andrew Napolitano, Fox News senior judicial analyst. Okay, so this judge, this is the first time this has been talked about in court.
Correct.
And this judge basically says it was an abuse of executive power. You cannot use funds unless they're appropriated by Congress.
Correct. So Congress, when it enacted the Affordable Care Act, established many, many programs, one of which gives a tax credit to people below 4 times the poverty level. So when money is paid for them, that is a deduction on their taxes. But Congress did not authorize that money to be spent. When the president asked Congress to, by this point, by the time he asked, the Republicans controlled Congress, they turned him down. He spent the money anyway. This is another example of President Barack Obama doing something as the executive, which the Constitution says only the Congress can do, spend the people's money.
John Boehner fought this hard. He's no longer Speaker of the House, but this really started when he was Speaker of the House.
Yes.
Now, the judge did something interesting. She said that this was going to already be stayed, ruling a pending appeal. Why would she do that?
Okay, when you're a trial judge, as I once was, and you know that your decision is going to be appealed, and you have an option of staying, stopping your decision until the appellate court rules, or waiting for the appellate court to stop your decision, it's better policy for you to stop it, stay it on your own. So knowing that the government is furious at this because it wants to keep spending money, and knowing that they're going to file an appeal this afternoon, it's better policy to stay it on your own. It's still the law of the case until it's disturbed by an appellate court.
All right. Speaking of being furious, the White House already responding to this. Here is the White House spokesperson, Josh Earnest.
This is not the first time that we've seen opponents of the Affordable Care Act go through the motions to try to win this political fight in the court system. There are a couple things that are unprecedented about this effort, though. This suit represents the first time in our nation's history that Congress has been permitted to sue the executive branch over a disagreement about how to interpret a statute.
I know Josh, and I like him, but he's dead wrong on this. This is not a dispute about the interpretation of a statute. This is a dispute about the interpretation of the Constitution. Whether or not the president can violate the Constitution, which says only Congress can spend the people's money.
Okay, now here's a really interesting tidbit. Merrick Garland, who President Obama wants to be the next Supreme Court justice, sits on this next court. He runs this court where this is now going.
Correct.
We could see how he would rule on this.
All right, there's 15 judges on this court. He's the chief judge. They sit in panels of 3, so the odds are it won't go to him, but we'll see if he happens to be one of the 3 to whom it goes. Or if they decide to hear it in what's called en banc, meaning all 15 of them hear it at once, Judge Garland will be forced to make a decision which might please the person who nominated him, but very much displease the people that would have to confirm him.
Or the opposite.
The other way around.
And by the way, I didn't know you knew French, en banc.
Only because it's a legal term.
Nice job, Judge.
The rest of the French I know I can't say on air.
Merci. So as